My name is George Washington. I was a soldier, a general, a farmer, and by providence, the first President of the United States of America. But there is another role I carried quietly, one that shaped my character long before I shaped a nation. I am, and was, a Freemason. Today, I speak not as a ruler, but as a brother. I invite you to walk with me through the true history of Freemasonry, its origins, its purpose, and its enduring influence on the principles of liberty, reason, and moral responsibility. Freemasonry did not begin as mystery, nor conspiracy, but as craft. Its earliest roots reach back to the operative stonemasons of antiquity, men who built temples, castles, and cathedrals that still defy time. In ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome, builders guarded sacred geometry and architectural knowledge. By the Middle Ages, these builders formed guilds, traveling freely across borders to construct great works. Their tools, the square, compass, and level, became symbols not only of labor, but of moral instruction. Freemasonry is not a religion. It demands no creed. Yet it insists upon one essential belief, that moral truth exists, and that a man must labor to build himself as carefully as any cathedral. We teach that each man is a rough ashlar, imperfect and unfinished. Through education, discipline, and service, he becomes the perfect ashlar, fit for the builder's work. The square teaches virtue. The compass teaches restraint. The level reminds us that all men meet upon equal ground. These are lessons not of secrecy, but of self-mastery. By the 17th and 18th centuries, Freemasonry became a quiet force within the Age of Enlightenment. In lodges across Europe and the American colonies, men debated liberty, natural rights, and the limits of power at a time when such ideas were dangerous. A diverse group of 18th century men, nobles, merchants, scholars, sitting as equals around a lodge table. Their different social ranks are evident in their clothing, but they interact as brothers. The camera emphasizes this equality through level framing and equal lighting on all faces. Freemasonry offered something radical, a place where rank was left at the door, where ideas mattered more than birth, and where reason triumphed over tyranny. When the American colonies sought independence, many of those who led the cause were brothers of the craft. Among them, Benjamin Franklin, John Hancock, Paul Revere, James Monroe, George Washington in full Masonic regalia presiding over the cornerstone laying ceremony for the U.S. Capitol. He wears his Masonic apron and holds traditional tools. A crowd of onlookers watches respectfully as he performs the ceremonial duties with dignity and reverence. We did not build this nation upon secrecy, but upon principles long practiced within the lodge: liberty of conscience, equality before the law, government by consent, accountability of leadership. I presided over cornerstone ceremonies of our nation's capital wearing Masonic regalia, not as a ruler asserting dominance, but as a servant affirming moral foundation. The completed U.S. Capitol building in golden hour light, emphasizing its classical proportions and geometric harmony. The camera slowly reveals the mathematical precision and symbolic elements incorporated into the architecture, showcasing the Masonic influence on American civic design. The architecture of America reflects this heritage: order, balance, symmetry, not by coincidence, but by intention. Because Freemasonry teaches through symbols, it has long been misunderstood. It does not seek control. It does not replace faith. It does not govern nations. Its secrecy exists only to preserve reflection, not exclusion. Freemasonry endures because it asks timeless questions. Who are you becoming? What will you leave behind? Will you build or merely exist? My life has long since ended, but the labor continues. Remember this, my friends. Nations rise and fall, but character, once built, stands forever. I am George Washington, brother, builder, servant of liberty,